I only need 1 second. You need a miracle. 1 second.
Palo Duro Canyon, Texas, night. The moon is half full, casting silver light across red rock. A campfire burns between 6 men. 5 of them are standing in a loose circle. 1 of them is sitting. Cole Harlan sits by the fire with a cup of coffee in his hand. His dark poncho is visible. His pale blue eyes reflect the flames. He's absolutely calm. The 5 men surrounding him are not calm. Marcus Quinn stands at the center of the group. 47 years old, leader, scarred face, both hands visible but ready, eyes locked on Cole. 4 other men flank him, some standing, some with hands on guns, some breathing hard. But the 6th man, the Apache, he's not standing with them anymore. "You can walk away," Cole says to the 5. His voice is quiet. The fire is the only other sound. "We came for the bounty," Marcus says, "not to walk away." Cole takes a sip of coffee. "Then you're going to die," Cole says. "All of you. Right here. Right now." Marcus draws his gun. The other 4 draw. But before any shot is fired, the Apache, standing to the right of the group, draws his gun and shoots the man next to him. The shot cracks through the canyon like lightning. One of the 5 cazadores drops. The remaining 4 turn in shock. They see the Apache standing with his gun smoking. They see he's pointing it at them, not at Cole. "No," the Apache says. His voice is deep, accented, final. "Not anymore." Comanche Flats, Texas, day. The Apache's name is Neshoba, 42 years old, tall, muscular, face weathered by sun and responsibility, dark eyes that have seen too much and accepted everything. He sits outside a small adobe house. His wife, Maria, is inside, coughing. The kind of cough that comes from lungs that are slowly filling with fluid. The kind of cough that means death is coming, slowly, inevitably. Neshoba has been sitting on this porch for 3 hours, watching the horizon, thinking about nothing and everything simultaneously. The doctor came yesterday. Said Maria had maybe 4 months. Said the medicine from San Antonio might help. Said the medicine cost $40. Said Neshoba should pray. Neshoba had $43. He'd saved it for 2 years. For emergencies. For the moment when life decided to demand everything. This was that moment. But $43 wouldn't be enough if Maria needed more medicine. And she would need more medicine. Because 4 months was a long time to die slowly. Inside the house, Maria coughed again. Neshoba stood up. He walked into the house. Maria was sitting on the bed, her body thin as bones covered with skin. Her face was still beautiful, but it was the beauty of something fading. The beauty of something that was already halfway to being a memory. "I got a job," Neshoba said in Spanish. Maria looked at him. "What kind of job?" "Hunting," Neshoba said. "Hunting what?" Maria asked. Neshoba didn't answer. The answer was obvious. There was only one thing men hunted that paid money. "No," Maria said. Her voice was weak but certain. "Neshoba, no. Not again. Not that." "I have to," Neshoba said. "You need the medicine. The good medicine from San Antonio. The doctor said..." "The doctor said I'm dying," Maria said. She coughed. Blood came up. She wiped it with a cloth. "The doctor said I might have 4 months. Medicine or no medicine. Hunting or no hunting." "Then I'm hunting anyway," Neshoba said. "Because 4 months is 4 months. 4 months is time, and I want you to have time." Maria reached out and took Neshoba's hand. Her hand was light as paper. "Promise me," Maria said, "that you won't do anything that makes you less of a man." "I promise," Neshoba said. He was lying. He already knew what he was going to do, and he already knew it would make him less of a man. Palo Duro Canyon, 3 weeks earlier. A man named Marcus Quinn rode into the canyon looking for Neshoba. Neshoba was tracking a wild horse, the kind of horse that lived free in the canyon and was worth money if you could catch it. Neshoba had been tracking it for 2 days. Marcus found him anyway, because Marcus Quinn had a skill, finding men who didn't want to be found. Neshoba, Marcus said, dismounting from his horse. Neshoba didn't turn around. He kept looking at the horse tracks. I know who you are, Marcus said. I know what you can do. I know you're the best tracker in Texas. I'm not looking for work, Neshoba said. You are now, Marcus said. He pulled out a poster. Cole Harlan. Bounty is $2,000. Alive or dead, though alive pays more. Neshoba looked at the poster. It was Cole's face, or at least a drawing of Cole's face. The real thing would look different. The real thing always looked different. I'm not a bounty hunter, Neshoba said. You were, Marcus said. I checked. You hunted men for 3 years. You were good at it. Then you stopped. Then you got married. Then your wife got sick. Neshoba's hands closed into fists. How much? Neshoba asked. $2,000, Marcus said. Split 5 ways is $400 each. Maybe a little more if we get a bonus for bringing him in alive. $400. Maria's medicine cost $40 a month. If she had 4 months, that was $160. If she had longer, if the medicine worked, she might need more. $400 was life. $400 was hope. I want more, Neshoba said. The bounty is $2,000, Marcus said. That's all there is. I mean, I want more than my share, Neshoba said. I do the tracking. I do the hard part. I get half. The rest of you split the rest. Marcus smiled. I like you, Marcus said. You negotiate hard for what you want. That's good. That means you won't back down. I won't back down, Neshoba said. I'll bring Cole Harlan in. I'll do whatever it takes. Marcus extended his hand. Neshoba took it. The moment their hands touched, Neshoba understood something. He just made a deal with a man who would betray him the moment it became convenient. But he didn't care. Because Maria was dying. Because 4 months wasn't enough. Because he would do anything for more time. Marcus Quinn had assembled his team carefully. There was Victor, a sniper from Kansas, 40 years old, cold eyes. Didn't care about anything except getting paid. He could shoot a man from 200 yards away. There was Sullivan, a con man from Denver, 38 years old, fast with a gun but faster with lies, specialized in ambush tactics. There was Garrett, a young man from Missouri, 26 years old, desperate for money, desperate to prove something. The most dangerous kind of hunter because he had nothing to lose. And there was Neshoba, the Apache, the tracker, the one who would find Cole when nobody else could. In 1885, the federal government paid bounties, rewards, to bounty hunters to capture wanted criminals. There was no federal police in every town. Local sheriffs had limited power, so the government hired private men like Neshoba to do the dirty work. A $2,000 bounty in 1885 meant Cole Harlan was considered extremely dangerous, a federal-level criminal, not just local. Most bounty hunters back then were desperate men. No training, no oversight. You tracked, captured, got paid. That simple. The system worked because it exploited men in desperation, unemployed cowboys, Apache discriminated against from reservations, bankrupt farmers, men like Neshoba who needed quick money to survive. Edmund Cross understood perfectly. Money creates desperation. Desperation creates obedience. Obedience creates system. I added real photographs from the 1880s. This channel isn't just about entertainment. It's about education. We weave real historical context into every story we tell. Comment below. What's your favorite Old West theme? Bounty hunters? Land consolidation? Apache resistance? Frontier justice? Tell us. Like if you believe history shapes the stories we tell. Now we return to the story. They met at a ranch outside Palo Duro Canyon. Marcus explained the plan. Cole Harlan is a ghost, Marcus said. He appears and disappears. Nobody knows where he is. Nobody knows where he's going. We need to find him before anyone else does. How do we find a ghost? Sullivan asked. Neshoba finds him, Marcus said. Neshoba is the best tracker in Texas. If Neshoba can't find him, nobody can. All four men looked at Neshoba. Neshoba nodded. I can find him, Neshoba said. Good, Marcus said, because once we find him, the rest is easy. Cole Harlan is one man. We're five. 5 against 1 is not a fair fight. It's execution. Victor smiled at that. Sullivan nodded. Garrett looked nervous. Neshoba said nothing. Neshoba started tracking Cole from reports. Cole had been seen in Denver 2 weeks ago. Cole had been seen in Cheyenne 1 week ago. Cole had been riding south. Cole was heading toward something. Neshoba followed the trail. It wasn't easy. Cole didn't leave much. Cole didn't stay in towns long enough to make a real impression. Cole moved like a ghost, always one step ahead of the stories that followed him. But Neshoba wasn't tracking Cole the way regular trackers track. Neshoba was thinking like Cole. Neshoba was understanding Cole's mind. Cole was heading somewhere specific. Cole had a destination. Cole wasn't running. Cole was riding toward something. Neshoba understood this because it's what he would do. He would ride toward something too. A man only rides with purpose if he's running toward, not running away. By the 3rd week, Neshoba had narrowed it down to Palo Duro Canyon. Cole was coming to Palo Duro Canyon. Neshoba told Marcus. Marcus brought the other 3 to the canyon. They set up camp. They waited. And after 3 days of waiting, Cole appeared at the edge of the canyon, walking his horse down the slope like he had nowhere else to be. Like he was expecting them. That night, before the confrontation, Neshoba sat apart from the other 4. He thought about Maria. He thought about the $40 he'd already given her. He thought about the $400 he was about to earn. Victor came and sat next to him. You're thinking about someone, Victor said. My wife, Neshoba said. She's sick? Victor asked. Dying, Neshoba said. Victor nodded like this made sense. Like dying was just another thing that happened to people. The money will help? Victor asked. Maybe, Neshoba said. If she lives long enough to use it. Victor pulled out a cigarette, lit it, smoked it slowly. Cole Harlan is probably going to kill at least one of us, Victor said. Maybe 2, maybe more. I've heard the stories. Cole is fast and he's smart, but we have 5, and we have surprise. So probably 2 of us die and 3 of us live. Neshoba looked at Victor. Which 2? Neshoba asked. The weak ones, Victor said. Sullivan probably. Garrett probably. You, me, and Marcus. We're strong enough to survive. And the money? Neshoba asked. We split it 3 ways instead of 5, Victor said. That's more money. More than 400. Victor took another drag on his cigarette. I'm telling you this, Victor said, because you should understand what's about to happen. Some of us will die. Some of us will live. And the ones who live will get more. Are you planning something? Neshoba asked. I'm planning to survive, Victor said. The question is, are you planning to survive? Or are you planning to be noble? Neshoba didn't answer. Victor stood up and walked away. Neshoba understood then. Victor was telling him that Victor was planning to betray Marcus and Sullivan and Garrett. Victor was planning to kill Cole, take as much of the bounty as possible, and disappear. The question was, would Neshoba help Victor? Or would Neshoba help the others? Or would Neshoba do something completely different? Cole rode into their camp the next evening. He didn't look surprised. He didn't look afraid. He just rode up like he was expected, dismounted, and walked toward the fire. "I'm Cole Harlan," he said. "I'm assuming you're here for the bounty." Marcus stood up. "We are." "Then we should talk," Cole said, "before anyone dies." Cole sat down by the fire. He poured himself a cup of coffee from the pot that was already heating. The 5 bounty hunters stared at him. "You're not going to try to escape?" Sullivan asked. "No," Cole said. "I'm going to offer you something better." "Better than $2,000? Garrett asked. "Better than death," Cole said. "Because that's what happens if you try to take me. You die. All of you. Maybe not immediately, but you die." Marcus laughed. "You're one man. We're 5. "Numbers don't matter," Cole said. "I've fought worse odds. But more importantly, you're not unified. You're 5 separate men with 5 separate motivations. And at least one of you is already planning to betray the others." All 5 men went still. Cole looked directly at Victor. "You," Cole said. "The sniper. You're planning to shoot your partners after I'm dealt with. You're planning to take the bounty yourself." Victor's face went cold. "I'm not asking," Cole said. "I'm observing. I can see it in your face. You've made the calculation. You've decided that $2,000 is worth more than your partnership." Cole looked at the other 4. "And you 3 have made the opposite calculation," Cole said. "You're loyal to the group. You trust each other. You believe that working together will keep you alive." Cole took a drink of coffee. "But you're wrong," Cole said. "Because Victor doesn't believe in the group. And when the moment comes, when the real fighting starts, Victor will shoot one of you. And then the group will fall apart." Neshoba felt something shift in his understanding. Cole was right. Cole had seen Victor's betrayal immediately. Cole had calculated it in seconds. Cole wasn't just fast. Cole was intelligent. Cole understood the architecture of human motivation. "What are you offering?" Marcus asked, trying to regain control. "Nothing," Cole said. I'm explaining that you're already beaten. You're already fractured. The only question is which one of you survives long enough to understand that." Cole set down his coffee cup. "And the answer is, none of you," Cole said. "Unless one of you is willing to choose something other than money. Unless one of you is willing to choose honor." Cole looked at Neshoba. "You," Cole said. "The tracker. The Apache. I can see it in your face. You're not here for the bounty. You're here for something else." Neshoba didn't respond. "Your wife," Cole said. "She's sick. She's dying. And you need money for medicine. That's why you took this job." How did Cole know? "I know because I've seen it before," Cole said. "I've seen men do terrible things for love. I've seen men betray themselves because they thought it was necessary." Cole stood up. "But you can choose something different," Cole said. "You can choose to walk away. You can come with me, and I can help you find a way to save your wife that doesn't require betraying yourself." "How?" Neshoba asked. "I don't know yet," Cole said, "but I know it's possible. Because I've learned something. The system that creates these bounties, that creates desperation, that creates this situation, that system can be broken. And men like you, men who choose honor, they're the ones who break it." Cole looked at all 5 men. "Last chance," Cole said. "Choose now, money and death, or honor and life." Marcus drew his gun. "You're lying," Marcus said. "There's no honor that pays $400. There's only money and death." "Then you've chosen," Cole said. Sullivan and Garrett drew their guns. Victor raised his rifle. And Neshoba, standing to the side, understood in that moment what he had to choose. He could shoot Cole. He could help the group. He could take the bounty and save his wife. or he could shoot Victor. Neshoba drew his gun. He shot Victor. The shot was perfect. Victor fell before his rifle finished coming level. The other four, Marcus, Sullivan, Garrett, and Cole, all turned to look at Neshoba. "I choose honor," Neshoba said. Marcus didn't hesitate. He fired at Cole. Cole moved. The bullet passed. Cole drew his gun and fired. Marcus fell. Sullivan and Garrett looked at each other. For a moment, they understood the architecture of the situation. They understood that they were already beaten. They understood that the only choice left was whether they died fighting or walked away. Sullivan chose to fight. He fired at Cole. Cole fired back. Sullivan dropped. Garrett looked at Cole, looked at Neshoba, understood that he was the last one. "I'm done," Garrett said. He dropped his gun. "I'm walking away." "Walk," Cole said. Garrett walked. The dust settled. 3 men lay dead. Victor, Marcus, Sullivan. Garrett was gone. Neshoba and Cole stood by the campfire. "Your wife," Cole said. "How much medicine does she need?" $400 would buy her 6 months, Neshoba said. "Maybe a year, if we're lucky." Cole pulled out a bag of money. He counted out $500. "Take this," Cole said, "and take this information. There's a man in San Antonio, doctor named Alejandro Rodriguez. He's good. He's honest. He'll help your wife. Tell him Cole Harlan sent you." Neshoba took the money. "Why are you helping me?" Neshoba asked. "Because you chose honor when it would have been easier to choose money," Cole said. "Because you understood that some things are more important than survival. Because the system that created this situation, the bounty, the desperation, the choice between love and self-respect, that system is what I'm fighting against." Neshoba looked at the money in his hands. "What will you do now?" Neshoba asked. "I'm going to keep riding," Cole said. "I'm going to find the men who created these bounties. I'm going to destroy the system that makes men choose between their honor and their lives." Neshoba understood then what Cole was. Cole wasn't a hero. Cole was a force. Cole was the thing that the system had created to destroy itself. Cole was the inevitable consequence of a system that required legends to survive. "I want to help," Neshoba said. Cole looked at him. "You have to go home," Cole said. "You have to save your wife. That's your purpose. My purpose is different." "After she recovers," Neshoba said. "After she's safe. I want to find you. I want to help you destroy the system." Cole nodded. "If you find me," Cole said, "I'll be honored to have you. Because a man who chooses honor over money, that man can change the world." Cole and Neshoba rode out of Palo Duro Canyon together at dawn. They rode north for a mile. Then they separated. Neshoba headed south toward San Antonio, toward Maria, toward the doctor, toward the possibility of more time. Cole headed north, toward whatever came next, toward Washington, toward Edmund Cross, toward the center of the web. As Neshoba rode away, he thought about Cole's words. "If you find me, I'll be honored to have you." Neshoba would find him. After Maria was well, after he'd given her enough time to heal, after he'd proven to himself that there was another way besides bounty hunting and desperation, Neshoba would find Cole, and together they would do what Cole was doing. They would break the system. Cole rode north alone. He thought about Neshoba, thought about a man who chose honor even though it cost him $400, even though it cost him money that would save his wife's life. Cole understood then something he hadn't understood before, that honor isn't the opposite of love. Honor is what love creates. When a man loves something more than he loves himself, he becomes capable of honor. Neshoba loved his wife more than he loved money. more than he loved safety, more than he loved his own life. That's why Cole could trust Neshoba. That's why Cole could give Neshoba $500 and know that Neshoba would use it to save Maria, not to disappear. That's why Neshoba would find Cole again. Cole understood something else, too. That the system Edmund Cross had built wasn't designed to fight legends. The system was designed to create legends. The system needed legends to justify itself. Every legend Cole killed proved that the system worked. Every death showed that individuals were powerless against organization. But Neshoba had chosen something different. Neshoba had chosen to be more than an individual. Neshoba had chosen to be part of something larger. When Neshoba found Cole again, they would be a team. Not just two strong men. A team built on honor instead of survival. And a team built on honor could do what a single man couldn't do. A team built on honor could break the system. Cole rode for 3 days. On the 4th day, he came to a small town called Aldea, population maybe 300. Not big enough to have federal marshals, not small enough to be completely lawless. Cole rode into town and immediately understood something. This town was dying. The buildings were half empty. The streets were quiet. The people he saw had the look of men and women who understood that better days had passed. Cole dismounted at a saloon called The Last Chance. He walked inside. Inside, the bartender was an old man, maybe 70, weathered, exhausted. "We don't want trouble," the bartender said immediately. "I'm not here to cause trouble," Cole said. "I'm here because this town is dying and I want to understand why." The bartender studied Cole for a long moment. "Who are you?" the bartender asked. "Someone who breaks systems," Cole said. The bartender laughed. It was a sad laugh. The laugh of a man who'd given up. "Then you're in the right place," the bartender said. "Because this town is being broken by a system. A cattle company called Cross Cattle. They own all the land around here. They employ half the people. They control everything." Cole felt something shift inside him. "Cross?" Cole asked. "Cross Cattle," the bartender said. "Run by a man named Edmund Cross. He's not here, he's in Washington. But his men are here. His system is here. And it's squeezing this town to death." Edmund Cross again, even here. Even in a small town in Texas, Edmund Cross's system was present. Edmund Cross's machine was working. "What would it take to break the system?" Cole asked. The bartender looked at Cole like Cole had asked an impossible question. "A miracle," the bartender said. "Or a stranger with nothing to lose." Cole ordered a whiskey. He sat at the bar and looked at the mirror behind the bottles. He saw his own face reflected back at him, saw the pale blue eyes, saw the dark poncho, saw the thing that had become. And in that mirror, Cole understood why he'd stayed in Aldea. Because Aldea was the place where the system was most vulnerable. Aldea was the place where the machine was showing its true face. Aldea was the place where Edmund Cross was most visible. And Aldea was the place where Cole would make his stand. Thank you for riding with us. Cole Harlan's legend is just beginning. If you want to follow him deeper into the West, into the towns he saves and the systems he breaks, explore the other stories on this channel. Each one is a piece of a larger war. A war between a man and a machine. Like if you believe legends are built on choices, not speed. Subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter. Tell me your country in the comments. Where does Cole's story reach? See you on the next road.